Have you ever allowed your thoughts to drift into the unknown? Parallel worlds where time is elusive and secrets lurk in the shadows. Let your listening device be the key that unleashes these cosmic narratives and accompany me on this extraordinary journey through tales stranger than fiction. The year is 1888. The haunting veils of Victorian London. Under the shroud of the darkest night, amidst the gas lamps casting long, eerie shadows, is where our tale begins. Welcome, dear listener, to this chilling episode titled The Lamplighter.
Who goes there? Show yourself. Listen, I'm not conducting business at present. Kindly go away. Step into the light, if you dare, or else I shall scream for the constables.
What a lovely evening.
Oh, God save us, you frightened me. I've told you, I may be a streetwalker, but my shift is over. Even a girl of the night needs her beauty sleep. Now off you go now.
Fallen woman.
Come again?
You're a fallen woman. In true representation of what fine, upstanding women in society should never become.
You've no right to judge me. I'm but a humble seamstress in the light of day, only trying to eke out a living.
This is not a personal affair. You see, the world has pushed us into darkness, left us to fend for ourselves in this cruel wilderness. It is the aristocrats that have reduced us to mere shadows, forgotten and forsaken. Now, the shadows seek their retribution. It's a balancing of the scales, a reckoning, if you will.
You're mad as a hatter.
Sleep now, child, and be happy. I've taken away your pain. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Metropolitan Police, open this door forthwith.
Coming.
Might you be Henry?
Yes, that's me.
I'm Constable Henshaw, and this is Constable Hardgraves. Your place of employ mentioned you were assigned to Bucks Row last night.
Indeed, that is correct.
What precisely were your activities last night, Henry?
Well, I'm a lamplighter. I illuminate the gas lamps when darkness falls. I also serve as a night watchman, helping maintain some semblance of safety on our streets.
What about the alley on Bucks Row? The gas lamp there remained dark. Can you explain that?
Did it? I am certain
What do we have here?
That's my gaslighting rod, Constable. Pray, why this inquiry?
A woman, Mary Nichols, was discovered lifeless in the alley off Bucks Row this morning. Notice anything peculiar last night, did you?
Lifeless? I can't say I did.
Yet you can't recall lighting the lamp in that very alley, can you?
Regrettably, no. I suffer from mild blackouts. I must have had one last night.
That's convenient.
What about a bit of a fling with Mary?
Fling?
She was a streetwalker. Perhaps you recall having some pleasure with her.
I can assure you I've engaged in no such business. My heart is pledged to another.
No offence intended, sir. Your employer mentioned you had some experience in the field of science.
Yes.
Clever man, aren't you? Pray, Why would a man of your intellect abandon a lucrative life for a lamplighter's meagre wage?
When my research grant expired, so did my income. My profession came with its own afflictions. Chronic headaches, disconcerting blackouts, which, as you can see, plague me to this day. I was advised to adopt a less taxing occupation. The lamplighter position opened up, and I took it up in hopes of still contributing to society. Offer hope, if you will.
Hope? Mary Nichols was robbed of any last night.
Am I being charged, Constable?
Should you be?
I'm no murderer, if that's what you're insinuating.
No, we know you didn't kill her. You lack the size. And this was the work of a monster.
A monster, you say? How do you figure?
Her head, nearly severed. Then her torso, sliced clean down the middle with a tool suggesting surgical precision.
Share the worst of it, Henshaw.
All of her intestines brutally extricated, then strung along the alley walls like holiday adornments.
Dear God.
And what about the message?
Message?
Penned by a giant, at least 7 feet tall, it seems. His quill, a finger. The ink, her own blood.
And
what, pray tell?
what did the inscribed message say?
We were not privy to such information.
Yeah, Scotland Yard's taken up the investigation. Our task is but to interview potential eyewitnesses, those present or engaged in work near the vicinity.
We did talk to one chap, inebriated as he was, who claimed to see a towering, shadowy figure sporting a top hat and coat, making a swift exit from the alley that night. But, to be fair, his state of insobriety, the validity of his testimony, remains questionable at best.
Thus, we return to our questioning to you, sir. Does this description stir any recognition within you?
I regret to say it does not.
The blackout, right. That's fine. You'll reach out if you have any recollections.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you for your time. Good day.
And to you. No. This can't be happening. Not again. He can't be unshackled. My closet. My top hat and coat. They're here. No blood. Surely such brutality would have left its mark. But I still remain without memory of the events of last night, subsequent to the lighting of the gas lamps. How is it I find myself awakening here? Gazing now upon my own reflection, I am met not with the appearance of the man I am, but rather you, the ghastly beast lurking within. It is your monstrous eyes that stare back at me from the depths of the mirror, chilling me to my very bones. I'm left to ponder if that ominous message, was it intended for me? Was it a cryptic warning of your return? Or some ghastly murder that has no association with me? I must go now and uncover if you're venturing out in my sleep. There will be no more bloodshed on my hands.
Muffin! Yeah, you muffin!
Henry, you're in such a hurry. Is everything quite all right? I noticed the constables making a hasty exit.
Miss Ada, forgive my absent manners. Some unsavory affairs of murder in town require my attention, hence the presence of the lawmen.
Murder?
It seems so, but fret not. I'm not the deviant they're seeking, just hoping to have seen something. You'll be perfectly fine. Now, if you will excuse me.
Handsome! Handsome, I say!
Morning, Governor. Where might we be headed?
Take me to the Bucks Row. Post haste.
'Twas a dreadfully wicked business last night. So I've heard.
Indeed. That is what brings me there.
That'll be 6 then, sir. We'll be there in a jiffy.
Henry, I beg your pardon, but I must express my gratitude for the delightful red rose I discovered this morning. A thoughtful gesture, indeed.
Hold a moment, driver. Ada, my dear, a rose? I must question if I'm not a worthy suitor. While you undoubtedly merit such tokens each morning, I regret it wasn't I who presented it.
Oh, but if not you, then who...
No need to worry, Miss Ada. Would you join me later tonight in Spitalfields during my lamplighting duties? We can continue this conversation.
Our gaslight strolls are always a delight, Henry. I shan't miss it.
Until then, my dear. Off we go, good sir.
Hup.
The burden of deceit weighs heavy on my heart. Particularly so, considering the kindness her family has shown in allowing me to rent their boarding room. It is a cruel twist of fate that I should find myself enamored with their dear daughter, all the while hiding this somber secret that I fled from. But what alternative do I possess? To confess that within me dwells a monstrous entity so dreadful that the devil himself would shudder? To admit the countless acts of bloodshed that stain my hands? No. She would never regard me with the same fondness again. I must maintain this shroud of secrecy for a while longer, at least until I can ascertain whether the beast has indeed stirred from its slumber. If so, it is my solemn duty to vanquish it once and for all.
Oh boy!
Thank you, sir.
Hup.
Seems the constables have done their work. The corpse is gone. No visible claw marks, torn clothes. Likely taken as evidence, perhaps. I see the message from the bloodstains on the wall. Seek not the beast, but seek the light lost. Intriguing indeed. 'Twould seem the writer cautions us against pursuing the creature behind these monstrous deeds. Instead, our attention is drawn to that which was once a beacon of illumination or understanding, but has since gone astray. The light, one could posit, represents wisdom, truth, or even, perhaps, an individual's humanity. The beast might not necessarily be the assailant, but rather be the darkness or evil that drives him. In essence, the inscription implores us to comprehend the why, rather than fixate on the who. The true solution, it appears, resides in understanding what has driven this person to such horrific actions, the light they've lost. The gruesome execution enacted upon the poor lass gives a grim hint of his warped perception of justice.
A fascinating perspective indeed, sir.
Sorry? I didn't see you in the shadows.
However, wouldn't you say that we all harbor a semblance of darkness? The true test lies not in its acknowledgement, but in our ability to master it.
Perhaps you're right. We all grapple with our demons in one way or another. And yes, control is vital. Yet it sometimes feels as elusive as the morning mist.
My dear friend would agree with you and say, life is a constant struggle between light and dark. Yet we must strive for control no matter how elusive it might seem. Your interest here intrigues me. Are you an investigator? Or perhaps there's a connection to these ghastly events?
Neither, I assure you. I am a man of science, but merely an observer. My interests are academic. As for this horrific setting, well, truth often resides in the darkest corners.
Academic, you say? Are you perhaps a scholar of criminal psychology, or a student of the human condition?
I fear, my good sir, that my studies are not so well defined. The enigma of the human mind, however, does hold a certain fascination for me. But pray, Whom do I have the honor of addressing?
My apologies. I ought to have introduced myself earlier. I am Dr. John Watson, and my friend and I are assisting Scotland Yard in their ongoing investigations. Or rather, I am. My associate Sherlock finds himself presently in Hampshire, aiding a young governess named Hunter. I assure you, I keep him abreast of our progress here.
Well, fascinating to meet you, Dr. Watson, and regrettably I must bid you adieu. My other work beckons me.
As a lamplighter, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed, sir. But how...
One does pick up the odd knack when working with a fellow like Sherlock. However, I must admit it was much easier than that. Your rod gave you away. Although it is peculiar that we should cross paths at a crime scene in the bright light of afternoon.
Well, the world is full of peculiarities, is it not? But you are certainly observant, sir. I do light the gas lamps as night descends.
A delight it has been, conversing with you, Mr. Lamplighter. Or perhaps I should venture to say, Doctor? Confess, for our exchange was one of keen intellects, our sharp wit clashing. You are indeed not just a man of science and lamplighting, but a man of medicine, are you not?
Just Henry, if you pray. And the pleasure was mine. I bid you a good night.
And to you.
Sherlock Holmes, the great detective. If anyone could discover the beast and darkness within, 'twould be him. Dr. Watson already suspects something. Yet there were no traditional signs that my monster had done this horrible act. But what if the evidence was merely cleaned by the officers? Or worse, what if the signs are not as literal as I would like them to be? Could the beast have learned how to hide from me? No, I must not let fear control me. I am the master of my fate. The mind is a labyrinth, easy to get lost in. Perhaps my own worries are creating phantoms where none exist. I must remain vigilant. There is work to be done. The night awaits. Oh, Ada. My beloved Ada Lovewell. You've no idea of the darkness that dwells within me. But perhaps her company during the gaslighting stroll can save me from the beast. Her stories, her laughter, they might keep the monster at bay, locked within the shadows of my mind.
Yeah. Fancy a fling with me, Governor? Annie Chapman's my name, and I'm good company, I promise.
You must keep your offers to yourself, Annie. Go seek salvation, not condemnation.
Sod off! What's he all uptight about?
Master, unshackle Mr. Hyde and let him enjoy Annie's company.
So, you have returned. I see your vision in my reflection on the water's surface. Was it you who took the life of that woman, Mary? Answer me! You are silent? Never again shall you be mentally unbound. I have tamed your savage spirit before, and I am determined to do so again, whatever it takes. I have to formulate a plan, for he has come back. At least for tonight. If I can stay awake, or remain human throughout the night, and the monster within will not rise, if another murder occurs, it won't be of my doing. Ada's presence could verify that. Tonight, I will not light the streets of London alone. Tonight, Ada will accompany me. I pray our shared journey can keep the monster chained within. You see, Ada, it's a delicate balance to coax the flame into being without letting it run rampant.
You truly are a lamplighter. In your hands, the flames appear akin to a waltz. You seem to know just how to lead the flicker, and it follows willingly.
Might you be acquainted with the legend of the Lamplighter's lantern?
I fear not, Henry. Would you do me the honor of sharing it?
It's a remarkable tale, stranger than fiction, that I have been privy to. It's the legend of the first lamplighter, an account of sacrifice, love, and the birth of the gas lamps in our beloved city. In days of yore, upon the fall of night, shadowy spirits would emerge from the gloom of London, instilling fear in the hearts of every resident. Darkness ruled and despair was our constant companion. In the midst of such anguish, a beacon of hope arose. The first lamplighter, an ordinary fellow at dawn, yet as dusk encroached, he'd transform into an extraordinary figure, a guardian of light. Enchanted by a woman of unmatched beauty and virtue, he yearned to keep her safe from the night's horrors. So, he made a pact with the city to light the streets with the newly discovered gas lamps, keeping at bay the spirits lurking in the shadows. Each night, he grabbed his lighting rod and kindled the lamps one by one. The flickering flames, a bulwark against the darkness. The risk was immense, for each flame ignited could mark his end. Yet, for his beloved, he willingly embraced this danger. The city transformed from a domain of shadows into a haven of light, and with it, the evil spirits receded, no longer able to cast their dreadful influence. Alas, one fateful evening, tragedy struck. Whilst lighting the final lantern with his rod, an unforeseen burst claimed his existence. His beloved, who bore witness to his sacrifice, pledged to keep his flame alive, kindling the gas lamps each night in his honor. Thus, the lamplighters of today are not mere bringers of light, but guardians of a sacred tradition. They kindle the eternal flames that not only ward us from darkness, but also ascend to the heavens, a tribute to the noble lamplighter and his undying love.
That's beautiful. Henry, my feet are getting tired. Do you mind if we sit down and rest for a bit?
Naturally, I still have to kindle the lanterns in this vicinity. However, I am mindful of a resting place, a bench located on Hanbury Street.
Henry, your tale has cast these lamps in a whole new light. They're no longer just dull fixtures to me, but brave soldiers standing guard, protecting us from unseen evils. Each flame you ignite now seems to me as a small beacon of hope against the oppressive night. It is not only a light that guides the way, but a symbol of the human spirit's resilience against the darkness. So, Henry, light on. For every lamp you ignite, you make London feel just a bit safer, a touch brighter, and undeniably more beautiful. Oh, forgive me. The lateness of the hour has taken its toll. Might I beg your indulgence to merely close my eyes in your arms for but a fleeting moment?
Of course, my dear Ada. You must seek rest. I only wish you to remember that I must persist in wakefulness until the dawn greets us. Your company is my defense against... well, never you mind. The beast shan't dare reveal itself under the clear light of day.
The beast?
Hush now, my dear, and surrender yourself to dreams.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream.
Mr. Hyde is mentally unshackled now from the master.
This is not a personal affair. Seek the light lost.
Your nefarious actions are but a mere shadow when juxtaposed with the dread Mr. Hyde is set to unleash upon you.
Henry, mercy! No!
What's happening?
What on earth have you done?
Ada, what alarms you so?
Hold fast! Seize him, Hardgraves!
You sick bastard! There's no getting away this time.
What are you going on about?
Look upon the carnage that remains of a woman right in front of you. Her bloody innards splashed about in a gruesome display.
Another murder victim? Hold on. I recognize this woman. Annie Chapman, was it not?
Yeah, you know her all right. Her blood's all over you as evidence. Seems like she put up a fight, though, given your torn clothes.
Restrain him, Hardgraves. Bind his hands.
Wait, this is madness. Heaven help me. Ada, I did not commit this act. You must believe. There is something more sinister at play.
Henry, I cannot bear the sight of you right now.
Ada, I pray for your return. I can offer explanation. I seem to have blacked out.
Again with this tale of the blackout. You shall pay dearly for this crime.
Is that not your lamplighter's rod lying on the ground?
What? Why is it stained with blood?
Observe the woman's face. It is bashed in from your rod.
By heavens, were we not men of the law, we would deliver unto you a taste of your own brutality and give you a proper thrashing.
Hurry, let us escort this scumbag to the station and make him answer for his actions.
Listen. Do you not hear that whistling?
I hear nothing. Now get moving.
No, I implore you.
We're about to register one.
Dr. Henry Jekyll.
Doctor, is it?
Indeed.
Once again, our paths cross, Dr. Jekyll. Only upon some further investigation, it would seem you've attempted to flee your past in Soho. The query that remains, however, is why.
After enduring hours in the antechamber, I presumed they would have briefed you.
Indeed. And I have recently returned from the gruesome crime scene myself.
I am equally bewildered, Dr. Watson.
Yet here you stand, bloodied and confused, claiming no recollection of the abhorrent events, saying you didn't do it. It's hardly the first time you've presented such a mystery, is it?
I can't deny that. But during my long wait, I gave the situation much thought. It may seem peculiar, but I don't wish for freedom. If I am indeed the murderer of such heinous crimes, 'twould serve for the greater good. Particularly
For Miss Lovewell, the woman who fled the scene in apparent terror. Your evident affection for her is no secret, Henry.
Yes, for Ada. I refuse to subject her to any danger because of my actions.
Yet there's a great deal that fails to sit right with this.
What do you mean?
Despite the damning evidence against you, something within me resists the conclusion that you, Dr. Jekyll, are a murderer. But I must investigate further. Alas, for now, a holding cell will be your abode. Till we meet again, Henry.
Move aside. Prepare the cell. We have a newcomer for Her Majesty's quarters. Make yourself at home, Henry. Enjoy your humble abode before the magistrate's hearing. Lads, be civil with our new guest.
Oh, take a gander, Horace. We got a fresh fish for the catch.
I have but one rule. I love silence. So keep your mouth shut, unless you fancy a rearrangement of your face. Am I clear?
Very well. It's been a taxing night. Is there a chamber pot?
Yeah. We...
Rule 2. No use of a pot.
And if nature calls?
Hold it in. Don't soil yourself.
Ignorant twit.
Henry, you're not asleep. Have you not a need for rest? You do realize you've been here for almost 24 hours.
As I've said before, I'm afraid to sleep. For within, I harbour a ghastly terror.
A terror, yes. But one that's bound.
But I have no control over what manifests in my slumber.
You think you're killing these victims in your sleep? Control or no control, you're not the author of these murders.
With due respect to Dr. Watson, I fear I can't trust my own judgment.
About 3 hours ago, another woman met her end in the same grisly manner as the last two. Yet again, the crime scene bore the same crimson message. Seek not the beast, but seek the light lost. The unfortunate soul was Elizabeth Stride, found in Dutfield's yard near Burner Street. You were here under our watch when it transpired.
I didn't?
No, you couldn't, Eddie. Not unless you've gained the ability to exist in two places simultaneously. No matter the beast you believe you carry, it can't defy the laws of nature.
But the evidence, my clothes, the blood.
There's more. Witnesses speak of a figure vastly different in size from yours. A towering presence, decked in a top hat and coat, whistling a tune of a child's rhyme.
The rhyme? I heard it, at the scene. But how?
Possibly a subconscious echo. The terror they speak of has earned the name Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper?
Yes. Moreover, a scrap of fabric supposedly from the Ripper's coat was discovered in the clutches of Annie Chapman at the scene of the crime where you were found. We know it's not yours because none of the fibers from your clothes you were wearing that night, or in your flat, match such a fabric.
So this is good news?
It certainly seems so. Our leads have drawn us to local flower shops.
Flower shops?
Indeed. It appears each of these women received a single red rose exactly 2 nights before their fatal encounters with the Ripper.
Wait. Red rose? Ada received a rose yesterday.
We are aware, Henry. Rest assured we've assigned constables to stand guard at Miss Lovewell's residence.
No, I need to get out. I need to ensure her safety myself.
Henry, you must understand. It's not as simple as just letting you go. The evidence against you is substantial. We must present this new information to the magistrate.
But what if he strikes before then? Ada!
We're exerting every resource at our disposal. Rest assured, Ada will not fall prey to this menace. Entrusting her safety to us, as we're beginning to put our faith in your innocence. I shall return at the earliest convenience. But we must also delve deeper into your secret torment. Good day, Dr. Jekyll.
No, they won't arrive in time. I can't risk Ada's safety. Time is of the essence. I must not sit idle. I must flee. There is but one way out. I see you in the mirror, reflecting back at me. I implore you, converse with me. Speak. Speak to me.
Blabbering about.
Quiet, you fool. It's a dead of night. Did you forget our first rule? Lie down and silence yourself.
He's bashing his head against the glass. Oh, he's as mad as a rat, that one.
I know you're within. Reveal yourself. Emerge.
Keep yammering, and I'll rearrange your features so your own mum wouldn't know you.
Come forth. I order you to emerge now. What does the master require? Ah, Mr. Hyde, do you heed my call?
To whom is he talking?
I cannot. This fool shall taste my fist.
Listen, I need you to protect Ada. Comply, and I promise you liberty. You shall be shackled no more. Our time shall be shared. Mr. Hyde is to be mentally unchained? Indeed. No deception? None. Time is running out. Mr. Hyde will be permitted to slay the Ro-Ro man. Ro-Ro? Jack the Ripper? How did you know about... Mr. Hyde had a tussle with the Ro-Ro man whilst you were slumbering the previous night with Ada. The dream. Indeed. Dispatch him. Ensure Ada's safety, and your chains will be broken. Prepare yourself, Master. You're not asleep this time. You'll feel every bit of the transformation of Mr. Hyde coming out.
Yeah, that's it. This is gonna hurt you.
What?
Mr. Hyde is now mentally unleashed and unshackled. He stands ready to fulfill the Master's command.
What in the Queen's name is happening in here? By Jove. A large section of the ceiling wall has been torn down.
Maurice, you just broken our second rule. You soiled yourself.
As the ominous presence lurks in the foggy alleyways of Victorian London, we conclude this part of the Lamplighter. But the saga is far from over. What lies ahead for our tormented Dr. Jekyll, torn between man and monster, and driven to protect Ada? How would Dr. John Watson, a potential ally, factor in? And what destiny does Jack the Ripper face? To uncover these truths, esteemed listeners, await our next chapter, The Lamplighter's Return, in Tales Stranger Than Fiction. Until then, maintain your gas lamps aflame and remain vigilant, for who knows what perils skulk in the shadowy realms just beyond the gaslight's reach. This has been an RG Entertainment production, a creation of Ray Griggs.